Welcome everyone back to another BOLDcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Code Geass, episode R2, episode 16. What happened last time?
Last time was pretty crazy. We got V2 dying. Charles now has his code. We got C2's backstory. And then now she doesn't have her code anymore. And I guess we'll see what happens.
Indeed. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's see what happens this time. And and Valletta and freaking all those people.
They went flying off a cliff. Suzaku decided to not use refrain on Colin.
And then stormed in and found out that Lelouch is back to being zero, probably because he lost all the people at the OSI.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see what happens. Leave a like and subscribe. Let's go.
The world continues moving on, thanks to miracles,
Lelouch
which Zero
instead
has
of C2.
The world is being reborn, thanks to actions, which Zero has taken. The world is moving to the next stage, as it should. Against conflicting emotions, Zero must carry on. For the hands which mark time.
It's so interesting because normally it's like, Lelouch has done this, but will it be a good thing or not? Who's to say? And then it's like, the world is moving into a new phase. It's just so totally different.
The Emperor's gone?
He's disappeared? He has.
What on earth happened to him?
There is no news on the investigation.
Won't this affect our plans to attack the Chinese Federation?
If His Majesty isn't present to issue a declaration of war, then we can't do anything.
And if the numbers were to learn of this situation, you had better have new policies in place.
Oh, really?
People expect action from authority figures.
Miss Lohmeyer, do you think you'd like to handle it alone?
Sorry, I meant no disrespect.
Is this for the best? With the Emperor gone, Nunnally should be safe for now.
But what does it mean?
The actions which Britannia has taken prove the Emperor's absence. It seems he is truly trapped in the other realm.
Oh.
What should I be doing now?
Sing me a song while hopping on one foot and wearing your clothes inside out.
Yes, right away, Master.
What? No, wait! I was kidding!
I'm sorry. Please don't beat me hard again.
Her mind is completely reverted. She's now only the slave girl before the power of Geass came. Don't you worry. I would never do anything to harm you at all. It's the truth. I promise you.
Master Lelouch.
Yes, Jeremiah.
Orange.
I see. You got her out of there inside of the Sutherland's cockpit.
Please, Cornelia. You ordered me to destroy them all, but killing a member of the Britannian royal family was just...
Tell me, Lelouch, what is it you are seeking within that accursed power?
What am I seeking? I'm seeking to save a sister that I adore.
How dare you?
As opposed to you.
Yeah.
Bloodstains. I'd sure like to know, what was Zero doing?
Well,
I'm surprised Rolo didn't kill this fucker.
Those are Zero's orders. The details are top
Not that he's a fucker.
Even General Toto isn't allowed to know.
I'm so
That's some confidence coming from you, Shinji.
There's no need to apologize.
Oh my god.
Or wrong. You think you can flip on the good guy routine whenever you like? Not when I'm this pissed off.
There. Put me to death. An inmate assaulting a knight of the round should be good reason enough for anyone.
No, I won't, because I'm the one who did wrong.
No, I won't.
I hate you.
It will give birth to an alliance that will rival the Holy Britannian Empire, and its name shall be the United Federation of Nations!
Wow.
with this move, we finally earned a just cause
They just
to launch
created
a
the
war
UN.
of liberation.
A just cause to launch war.
What you decide will change the course of world history!
It's so weird to have her totally out of it like that.
I'm so sorry.
It's an up-and-coming one-woman festival with Millie Ashford here. Guess what, audience? We're going to the jungle right here in the city.
We are?
Animal time.
She's really going all out.
I brought you some food to eat.
It's gonna be pizza.
It's only me. It's called pizza.
It's a crazy looking pizza.
You don't remember, do you? Go ahead. Try it. It's all right. You can eat.
Okay.
It's her favorite, and she's able to try it for the first time.
Yeah.
It's really, really good.
Thought so. I'm glad you like it.
God damn it! When she acts this dumb, I just can't help but think of Sakura with that voice actor. I just think of someone this fucking stupid. I'm just kidding.
I see. That's right.
She's just having the
You don't
time
even
of
know
her
what this
life.
is, do you?
Troubled mind?
Nothing but trouble. Even though I chose it myself. Decisions I made 8 years back.
Do you still place trust in him? The you from 8 years ago?
Are you asking if the choices I made were foolish?
Memories that people have are always vague.
I'd have to disagree with that.
But I know it. In my case, I kept a diary from 9 years ago. I don't remember anything from it at all. And there's more I don't trust. The data I stored doesn't match any memories I have.
Could that be it? The Emperor's Geass?
Why is it on Anya?
My memories don't match the recordings at all. Like when fighting with the Chinese Federation. They don't.
What do people value most, Sir Kururugi the traitor? Their own life, of course.
So I see that you've returned from the Belarusian front, Sir Bradley.
It's the night of 10.
We haven't met this guy before,
No.
right?
Princess Massacre wasn't enough for you?
Speak another untrue word of her name and you will have to face me in a duel, sir.
Oh, it seems you've forgotten. I'm very well known as the genius of homicide.
Sent the Galahad?
Both of you, cease your squabbling!
But why would they send Bismarck Waldstein here?
Anya, a foolish question.
You ever hear of
Obviously, the
ever
Black
hear of
Knight.
an anime character named Bismarck Waldstein?
An interesting choice.
Obviously, the Black Knights will invade Area
got one
11
eye.
first. Luciano, I brought the Valkyrie Squadron for that here as well. Now is the time for us to join our forces under the command of Prince Schneizel.
Oh shit.
Solo flaunting for the battlefield.
I understand it well.
The Emperor's gone. Schneizel's just like, all right.
Always acted like that, huh?
My big brother can be so stubborn at times, but actually he's really very kind.
My brother Naoto is like that as well.
Oh, I'd heard we
Oh my
captured the
God.
Black Knight Age.
Jesus, he just walked away from that. He's like, very well, I understand. I'll get to my nightmare, but first, I'll go terrorize the Viceroy and her friend.
This guy is just the plot of the show turned into a person. Just like going over here, going over there.
I don't believe I gave you permission to enter this area, Sir Bradley.
My apologies, Your Highness.
Wheels her off the side.
So you're the vampire of Britannia.
Yes. It's a shame we're not on a battlefield, or I could savor your blood as well.
Pity.
It gets Edward Elric too.
It seems to hold dear its own life. And while alive, one can do anything he has a whim for to its body.
Have you no sense of pride, dear Sir Bradley?
Threatening an unarmed, imprisoned woman. The naive child, still getting on by family laurel.
Tell me, are you implying that it's easy to become a Knight of the Round on family recognition alone?
Huh? Mount the Flea onto the Lancelot.
Well, the intention was for Suzaku to pilot the Guren, but...
The Guren?
Sorry, he's right. I got so carried away I forgot. Lloyd and I got so wrapped up in our little hobby we...
Rakshata's mechanisms are quite easy to tinker with. Now it's so souped up it can't be known. End result?
Any matter caught within the primary area of effect field will be annihilated by the Flea's rapid spear collapse. Hold on. You want Suzaku to fire a weapon like that? Suzaku, you don't consider yourself an 11 anymore, right? That's why I want to entrust the Flea to you.
She just wants to nuke Japan.
Yeah.
That burden?
You were Princess Euphemia's knight, so naturally.
So naturally, you'd want to do exactly what she would never want.
And take you along as well.
Well, she thinks that Euphemia wanted to kill all the Japanese.
That's true. That's true.
That's exactly what her Euphemia would want, which lines up pretty well with her already established racism.
After I meet with the Indian and Guinean members, expect me at the assembly. Do not leave this room.
Okay, and so later...
Later?
I mean, see you later.
Huh? I'll be off
See
then.
to you later.
Nice.
Good thing we followed old Zero, isn't it, buddy?
Sure is.
By the
way, where's C2?
I heard that she was still feeling ill. Morning sickness, huh? Congrats to Papa Zero!
Wow.
Got the good stuff!
A soldier. Disgraceful.
I have to make you look good.
I know. Sorry, guys.
Ogie,
Did you oversleep again?
Too slow.
Sorry I'm late, but the truth is...
We're all here. Let's go. It's our day to change
So
all
much
of the
romance.
history books.
He's alive, first of all. He
Yeah.
fell into the water and now he's fine. So, what does that mean?
Actually, not him. Him and Valletta both died. It's freaking maid disguise over here.
Can't reach soldiers like Suzaku. No brainer, but why can't I contact Rollo or Lelouch?
The Black Knights have convinced all...
I feel so bad for him. He's just
For
so
Rimley's
out
so
of the
in the
loop.
dark.
In short, the U.F.N. will most likely be an enemy to
Psycho.
Britannia.
He's there.
Yes? Don't worry. If it's about the troop review,
Lord Guilford.
Orange boy.
Can't get rid of that ever.
No, there is an option.
Of this charter and those of international accords,
There is
this
an
article
option.
takes precedence.
Fine. Article 17 of the United States Charter. All ratifying nations now declare to abandon native military power forever.
Abandon military power.
Are they mad?
To guarantee security, member nations have agreed to employ a fighting force not affiliated with any one country. They have contracted the Black Knights.
We hereby accept. Our acceptance also allows for U.F.N. funding and personnel involved. In return, we will become the shield to defend every member nation, and its sword to oppose any external foe.
The option, right?
Japan is being held by an unjust foreign power, and the USJ have asked for our help to free them from this occupation. I request that the Black Knights be dispatched at once. All those in favor, please stand up.
Well, there you have it.
Overwhelming majorities. The Black Knights shall now go forth to liberate Japan.
So be it. Under U.F.N. Resolution number 1, our first operational objective shall be Japan!
Let's go.
And now we shall take it back.
Might rescue Colin also.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Oh god.
What? He's back. How is
really
he back?
thought you would trap him in there forever?
Was this fake disappearance you're doing, Father? A charade?
Zero! You thought this foolishness would surprise me?
Impossible. He's still alive?
It matters not. This charter you've made is a child's note. The EU, once a third of the world, is now dead. You've only helped distinguish Britannia on a map from the rest of the pitiful dirt.
Wow.
And whoever succeeds in this battle shall gain control of the entire world. Very well. Have at me, Zero. So will you win it all now, Zero, or will you lose everything? Time to learn the gambles of war. All hail Britannia! Long live Japan! Long live Japan!
It's happening.
What now?
The war path.
Welcome back.
This isn't good. Not good at all. I have to rescue nunnally at once.
Yeah.
Maybe I could use Cornelia some way. No, the hostage ploy would have no effect on him. Perhaps use Jeremiah or Rollo. No, I can't. And Geass won't work on him. Should I reveal to the world that Zero's Lelouch? Black Knights found out their leader were an enemy prince, I'd lose that too. And rescuing nunnally is useless if there's no country that will accept us.
I was gonna say, wouldn't it be so funny if the Emperor just comes on, Lelouch, my son?
Yeah, I like how he keeps with the charades.
Yeah.
Like, Zero, did you really think you could get rid of me?
I just feel like it would be like he could just so easily fuck up his entire thing. Like, just like, Lelouch.
Lelouch. Yes, Lelouch v. Britannia was your true name when you left me 8 years ago, or whatever it was.
Just completely, just lays it all on the line. Lelouch is just like,
I have your sister Nunnally with me at this very moment.
Your sister, the Viceroy of Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, Area 11, I mean.
The world that Zero's Lelouch? Damn it! What should I do?
Master, I kept this last piece so you could have it. You left without having breakfast and must be hungry. So please, if you...
Be quiet! Hey.
Forgive me, Master. I'll clean it up at once.
No, leave it there. Be careful now, you're bleeding.
No, it's fine. I'm okay. I get cut up all the time.
all the time.
Bleeding feels even better when it's cold. It feels warm on your outside. It stings a bit, but only on the outside, and that's always better than hurt on your inside. Any kind of warmth helps make you try to keep going. Oh, look it, Master. You're shaking. Are you cold now?
Yeah, maybe I am.
Maybe I am cold.
And the hurt on the inside, how's it healed?
You just think of some friends. I mean someone special who stands beside you. At least, I guess that's what I've heard that friends do.
Yes, they do.
I'm right? A friend will stand by your side?
Exactly right. A friend is always there.
I was waiting for him to call Suzaku. He's like the only one that's buying nunnally.
I'm here.
It's Lelouch.
I know.
Have you seen the news?
About Area 11 becoming a battlefield again? Yes.
The Tokyo settlement. It'll be in danger?
Depends on your decisions. Lelouch, are you Zero?
Yes, I am.
No point in lying about it at this point.
Tell me why an enemy of Britannia is calling.
Help me. Please save nunnally. The Emperor has been using her as hostage to try and lure me into his trap. Don't you see? That's why I've had to operate in secret. Please, Suzaku.
You have the nerve.
The only person I can turn to now.
How dare you? You think that request means
Oh my
anything
God,
to
all
me?
the ships.
No, I don't.
So many airships now.
I need it now.
There's only one before.
Always so selfish.
Yes, the only friend I can turn to. Suzaku! Protect her. It's nunnally. My heart's begging.
Very well then. However, one condition. I will protect nunnally, but you must come to Area 11 by yourself, where she is. The place will be the Kururugi Shrine. The two of us meet there. Alone.
Let's go. What'd you think of that one?
That freaking guy, what was even his name again?
Bradley.
Bradley.
Sir Bradley.
Yeah, just rolls in two like back to back. He just like rolls in, starts like,
I'm a murderer.
I'm so awesome. I kill people. Yeah, and then like just totally out of nowhere, completely random. They're like, oh, it's you again, and that is kind of crazy.
We got C2 acting like a child.
She doesn't remember anything. It's really sad.
It's really sad that the Lelouch like hit her like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say what's more sad than her just feeling like that is Lelouch being like, oh, don't worry, I would never do that, and then just like immediately does. Yeah. Like it's classic Lelouch behavior, I suppose. Yeah, it's sad, and not only trying to talk to Colin, and just and trying to like make good plans, and just no one respects her. No one cares about what she has to say, literally at all.
Yeah.
And that's sad because she's trying her best. She wants to, do something, and make not kill everyone and try and avoid destruction, but no one else seems to care. They're like, oh yeah, let's just drop a nuke on Japan. That's
they
fine.
Perfected the Flea, the Flea warhead, and they're strapping it to
and
the
then and Nina's just like, oh yeah, go do this. It's like
it's what Yuffie would have wanted.
And Suzaku's just like,
I mean, that's not true, but I can't tell you why, because that would be revealing Geass to everybody, and I don't want that word to get out about that.
Yeah. It's like, and we found out that Anya just has like no memories.
She has conflicting memories and
what she remembers and what
spots.
actually happened is not completely accurate.
Yeah, that's why she's recording everything, is because she doesn't have faith in her own memories. And pizza, that was nice. The U.F.N. has been formed, the United Federation of Nations.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So now it's
and
not just the
back.
Chinese Federation and the UN. The UN's crumbled. The Chinese Federation has merged with Japan to create the U.F.N. along with a bunch of other countries under Britannian rule who are on the fringes who managed to get in there. So It's basically a 1v1 on the world stage between Zero and the Emperor.
But it's still just like the Black Knights versus, because they have like said that the Black Knights are like the fighting force and they'll fight like for all of them.
Yeah,
essentially. And the Emperor's back. Lelouch honestly was a little bit naive to think that he'd be out for very long, if at all, because he's super powerful and immortal, and you know. Has like all the possible abilities that you can have.
Yeah, somehow he got out. No idea what that's about. Is that it? And then Suzaku.
Oh yeah,
he contacts Suzaku, and he's gonna put faith in Suzaku. Apparently, he's gonna meet him alone in Japan at the Kururugi Shrine, which is where they first met.
It's also funny how he feels like, oh, I need to go tell Suzaku and beg him to take care of Nunnally. It's like, you think that he doesn't also care about Nunnally and wouldn't also, you know, want to protect her? Not to the extent
he has information that Suzaku doesn't have, and like he can like, you know, of course he's gonna protect Nunnally no matter what, but like he doesn't know the extent of the danger or like the degree of power that the Emperor has, and there's a lot of unfinished business between them, so they need to work that out. And Lelouch just needs some help because he has nobody he can really trust, because everybody who trusts him doesn't actually trust him. They trust Zero. And there's things that Lelouch needs to protect, like Nunnally and everything.
Yeah, there's only Rollo and Colin who know who he is.
Colin's taken, and
Rollo is completely delusional.
Yeah.
And is like completely off the like he couldn't be trusted to help Nunnally at all. He'd probably kill her so that he'd be Lelouch's only sibling.
He said, well, yeah, I don't know if he said that to Lelouch, but Lelouch suspects that. We've heard Rollo's inner thoughts saying like if he ever gets his hands on Nunnally, he would kill her because it's a threat to their relationship. Yeah, and there's suspicion growing from the Black Knights about Zero because of that mission that happened. Rollo interjected.
Yeah,
when,
and Rollo's like, oh, I'm gonna lay out all the commands, and everyone's like,
he wasn't laying out all the commands. He was reinforcing that they're not allowed to talk about what happened. He wasn't he wasn't telling them to do anything. He's just he's keeping tabs because he knows that sometimes people talk, and he was keeping an eye on him because he recognized that guy was messed up. I don't think he was ordering anybody.
I guess, yeah, maybe I misremembered. Yeah, I think we should.
But Asahina was trying to get the truth about that. Yeah, we're gonna move on. Let's go.
The world continues moving on, thanks to miracles which Zero has performed. The world is being reborn, thanks to actions which Zero has taken. Yes, the world is moving to the next stage, as it should.
I came alone as I promised. Now what's the meaning?
Guilford.
You have information on Princess Cornelia's whereabouts, then why do you need to tell it only to me in secret?
Also, we don't know if Valletta's alive or not. We've only seen Ogi.
That's true.
The Black Knights are approaching the Kagoshima coast, but rest assured, there's no need to worry. Under the command of Lord Waldstein, the Knight of One.
There's no need to worry.
The enemy has fallen.
Shenhu.
They'll be short-handed in the south, so dispatch our landing forces ashore.
But after what Shinkai did to us at the Battle of the East China Sea...
All right, don't panic. As long as we're able to defend Area 11, all the Imperial armies led by Prince Odysseus and the other royal family members can rush into the U.F.N.
Yeah, they have a lot of territory now and a small force of people.
In summation,
it's the decisive battle.
The decisive battle.
Good call, Suzaku. Make him walk up all these stairs, tire him out.
At the Kururugi Shrine. And there.
How do you like that, you stupid Brit?
That was where we first met Suzaku.
I don't need a reason to save who I want to save or do what I want to do!
You always were stubborn. Of course. That was the reason. The reason you became the first and only real friend I ever had. And that's why I think I'll take a chance on you, Suzaku. If you can accept me.
Oh my god, this guy.
They do for me.
Well-
What such meager offerings.
Well, he just destroying them, like...
The vampire of Britannia!
The vampire of Britannia. They're all dead.
What the? Question, what do people value most? Please! That's right, your own life! Please! No!
I'm so glad this guy's a knight. He really upholds the ideals of knighthood.
Yeah.
There's nothing to fear. The Knight of One, the strongest in the Empire, is in Kyushu. This will only look like minor trouble to foreign countries.
Yes, Your Highness.
It'll be all right, nunnally. Expect this war will be over soon. I have a knack for reading these situations.
It looks as if the enemy offensive is losing steam, and if you join the battle, you'll surely finish this with one blow, Lord Waldstein.
You think so?
Really hyping him up.
This attack is far too weak for one of Zero's trademark strategies.
Yeah, I wonder what everyone's thinking now that Zero, like, literally isn't with them. Previously, like, C2 would be there or something, but then they're going in for a big attack yet again, and he's not there for the second time. If I was them, I would be a little bit suspicious. I would be like, oh, maybe I'm just going into a death trap.
You have a lot of nerve coming here.
According to this particular situation, there were 31 routes I could take, especially with Britannia being so loose with the routes relating to the royal family.
That's not what I meant, Lelouch. Showing your face in front of me, that's what took nerves. Not your own daring. But you promised? I have no reason to believe any of your promises at this point.
Then explain to me, why did you come here alone as well, after what you did?
You wanna know? I'm fed up with lying. I've had to lie to Nunnally.
You wanna know? You can't kill me. You commanded me to live.
Some friend you were. You've been betraying me all along. Not just me either, but everyone on the student council too, and even Nunnally. And don't forget Yuffie.
Are you sure about this, Toto?
But now that the Knights of the Round have joined the battle, even General Commander Shinkai is no match.
It's cool that going underwater
That
and
Rollo person into our ranks without
that Rollo person.
Feel that he's keeping too many secrets from us?
Like when he took Kinoshita on that secret mission?
We need Zero's abilities now more than ever. Haven't we already discussed this many times with Ogi as well as the others?
So, what if Japan is liberated?
What happens then?
All right, just what are you trying to achieve by threatening me, D-Tard?
Threaten you? Oh, no.
Psycho
I'm simply
captured
asking
her.
you to continue working as a member of the Black Knights. I'm only saying that I don't want you to be any trouble to Zero, that's all.
Why? There are plenty of people who can replace me.
You're valuable for the simple reason that you're a man of ordinary character. Organizations need more than brilliant leadership and star players in order to succeed.
Band-Aid? What is this thing?
It's like a wedding ring. It's like on her.
Yeah.
Did you use your Geass power on Yuffie? Be honest.
Yes.
You caused her to massacre the Japanese?
I ordered her to do it.
Why would you use your Geass like that? Answer me!
To motivate the Japanese people. If the specially administrated zone of Japan...
Just tell the truth for once in your life.
It doesn't matter.
Shirley's death?
Also my fault.
It's his fault at the end of the day, so it doesn't matter if it was an accident.
Human, you know that. Were both of them nothing more than pawns for your ambitions?
Yes, that's right. So all the sin is mine alone to shoulder. My little sister had nothing to do with it.
Why, you coward! How could you use Nunnally like that?
Suzaku, I'm sorry.
And he always played Santa Claus for me. Big Brother would dress up like him and even stuff pillows under his shirt.
Which is the real Lelouch?
Huh? He isn't here either? By any chance, have you seen Suzaku?
No, I doubt he'd come here.
Oh shit.
You are the commander, are you not, sir?
Came to crush the head of the snake, have you? It's a basic tactic.
Jesus Christ.
Behold, Excalibur!
The holy sword bestowed upon me by His Majesty himself.
Well, that's not looking good.
Just please, you have to save Nunnally. I beg of you.
After everything you've done, you believe that some bowing and begging is enough to get me to forgive you?
I have nothing else left to offer. You're the only person in the world who can save my sister now.
So you believe that I'll just ignore the past and forgive you? That everyone is going to forgive you? The people you've tricked. The people who died thanks to you? And what about Yuffie? You want to apologize? Bring Yuffie back to life, right now! I want to see you save the world with all your malice! Right now! You're Zero, the miracle worker, aren't you?
I've performed no miracles. The mask they call Zero's a symbol. Just a device that lets me tell lies.
A device? You don't really expect me to buy that excuse, do you? If you're going to tell a lie, then keep it up till the very end!
I can't go back to the past. You know I can't undo what's already been done!
Lelouch, you will answer me! Why did you use your Geass on me to make me want to live? Why?
I love how half the show is like so dense that all we can do is just like, and then go back to the show.
Geass you used on me that drives me to live has corrupted my convictions. Why would you put such a curse on me?
I only did it because I wanted to survive.
And why did you save me when I was accused of Prince Clovis's murder?
I wanted to make the Japanese trust me, that's all.
The look in his eyes. I know that look. The look of torment that comes from bottling up a lie. That's why I joined the Britannian army. For redemption, so that the tragedy wouldn't repeat itself. You're lying, aren't you? Lelouch, there's only one way to redeem yourself for those lies. Turn your falsehoods into the truth. Told the world a lie when you proclaimed that you were a knight for justice. Why don't you live up to that lie by trying to become a true knight for justice? Then you'll have to keep the lie going, to the very end.
How could I do that?
By putting an end to this war. You are Zero. Only Zero can do it. Bring peace and happiness to the world. If you do that, I'll save Nunnally.
You will? You'll save her?
But we'll work together. One more time for her sake.
I'm grateful. The two of us together, we can accomplish anything.
What the?
Hold it right there, Zero!
We've already uncovered your true identity.
Blasted Knights.
Suzaku, you set me up from the start! No, wait!
You've done a great deed here, Sir Kururugi.
Schneizel called it.
You managed to bring this war to an end.
I see. You plan to sell me out again. You betrayed me, Suzaku. You betrayed me!
It's because Suzaku's been acting so weird lately. I thought this might help take his mind off things for a while.
This was in the student council room?
Yeah, I found it hidden deep in a locker like it was something valuable. There are a few photos missing here and there, though. Ones of you, too.
That's right. He
can look like that, too, huh? I've never seen Suzaku smile like that. He's so happy.
Good for him.
Hey, look. I understand that you're a Britannian 11 half-breed, right? If you chose the name Stadtfeld instead of Koski, you could very well have a good life, couldn't you? Even become one of the Knights of the Round if you have such ambitions.
Is this going somewhere?
What I mean is, wouldn't you like to come back over to our side, Colin?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, totally.
Let me out, and I'll join you. Give me my Gurren.
Sweet.
One blow!
He's using one of his own ships as a weapon? Fall back at full speed!
And they're full of Sakuradite, too.
Oh my god.
You show skill. This position.
Nice.
That was fucking really smart.
The rumors of your prowess are evidently true.
General Commander.
The fucking Shenhu is so cool looking with the mask.
Zero, what's taking so long?
What indeed?
Can't believe Zero's identity is that of a student.
Do you not recognize him?
How sad. Zero, killer of royalty. It's tragic that it would turn out to be you, my own younger brother.
He knew.
Yeah.
He figured it out. I bet he figured it out in the chess game. I always think like that's because I think he said like, oh, so that's like I think you tested him in the chess game to I think he had thought of a bunch of possibilities of who it could be.
Mm-hmm.
It's not difficult if you know what happened to Lelouch and Nunnally to figure out that it's probably Lelouch.
Yeah.
If you knew him when he was a kid, and if they were like such rivals with
and
chess.
if he played chess with him a bunch of times, and then he plays with him again, and then just like tests him a little bit.
He knows that they were exiled to Area 11, right? Like so. I feel like Schneizel probably figured that one out. And then tested it with the chess game.
How sad. Zero,
And they just
killer of royalty.
follow Suzaku.
It's tragic that it would turn out to be you, my own younger brother.
Your brother.
I'm willing to intercede with His Majesty on your behalf. You realize, of course, that you can't simply be excused for the crimes you've committed, but your life may yet be spared.
So you think you can take pity on me?
You mean yes?
He just wants to humiliate him.
Yeah.
You see, His Highness was well aware of the fact that you and Zero shared an unusual relationship.
Even now, I do still consider myself your brother. I carry
Shut
no
up.
grudge. You believe me when I say this.
And why should I?
You should trust your brother.
Unfortunately, I'm done with trusting anyone or anything, because friendship only leads to betrayal. Lord Guilford.
Identify yourself! You're not orange!
Wait. I just have a request to ask of you.
Yes, all right then.
Oh, it's quite simple, really. Whenever you see me assume this pose, you will recognize and acknowledge me as Princess Cornelia. And then...
Princess Cornelia! Is that you?
Oh my god.
You must rescue me! Yes!
Oh my god.
Oh. Good, Guilford. I'm pleased that you noticed it.
What are you doing? Have you gone mad? How dare you hold her captive like that?
Guilford has been affected. Now I suppose I have no choice but to believe in this power.
He's been doing research on it too.
No!
I bid you farewell, my first and last friend.
Lelouch, come back!
Lloyd, I can't believe it. Lord Guilford has turned into a traitor. Is it true?
And everyone
Orange
thinks that
Boy round 2.
exactly. Everyone believes that Guilford, like the most steadfast and honorable knight in the fucking kingdom.
I need to know. Did you use your Geass power on Yuffie? Be honest.
Sir Kururugi, would you happen to know the reason why Lord Guilford would suddenly betray us like this? As well as why you behaved the way you did on Kamine Island that time?
Wired C response confirmed.
Synchronization achieved.
Guilford will proceed on course to the Tokyo settlement.
Yes, Your Highness.
I cannot believe that.
Who are you? A Japanese? An honorary Britannian? A knight of 7? Or are you the son of a prime minister? The son of Genbu Kururugi?
The last
Lelouch's
samurai.
friend? Euphemia's knight? Unless you tell us right now what we need to know, there are going to be more unnecessary casualties and destruction before it's over. How long will you allow this sad chain of events to continue?
Don't worry. The modifications to the settlement structure are complete. Zero won't be able to collapse it the way he did before.
We have word.
You remember that? The way they just like
Yeah,
folded
like
all
twice.
the yeah. Shinkiro.
Don't assume that I was portraying the role of a student in the settlement without reason. Tokyo settlement. I'll bring you to a halt right now.
The trains.
The Geass disturbers and the trains. All across the whole settlement. All the strategic locations.
Seems the power's gone out here in the studio.
Everything.
Toto! Acknowledged! Now commencing 7th operation! Raise the...
That's what they were waiting for.
Yeah.
So Toto's smart as fuck for not taking the bait and just going in.
Yeah.
Now you realize
Yes, I'm aware.
Shut up, buddy.
Stay on course through Tokyo Bay. Break through into the Tokyo settlement and rendezvous with Zero.
All hands, battle station!
All right, let's do this!
This battle will be ours.
I shall prove my loyalty for Prince Lelouch and Princess Nunnally!
The Black Knights are in Tokyo Bay? You mean to the Tokyo settlement? Do you really want to burnish your record that badly?
No, I merely take uncommon pleasure in destroying them.
How are things on your end?
We're beginning the operation right now. We'll make our way to Nunnally first thing.
Good.
I'm counting on you, Rolo.
Rolo? Going to Nunnally?
Cold and callous, that's the prescription. Unless I keep myself perfectly in this frame of mind, I won't be able to take Nunnally back.
Lelouch, I understand everything, but now I'm the one controlling the game.
So you think...
If you had only informed Prince Schneizel from the very start, we could have avoided this battle. Being that you're one of the Knights of the Round, you won't be subjected to disciplinary action. However, you'll have to answer to the sins of your own heart.
What should I do?
I love how they're just like, Suzaku, how could you not tell us when it's like the Emperor literally knew every single thing all along?
Yeah, he was...
And he is letting his children do all this fighting and all this, like, and he just doesn't care. And they're like, Suzaku, answer to your own heart.
Sins of your own heart.
God, I can't believe that you've done this. It's like...
Well, he's not going to tell him about... He was not going to also tell them about the Emperor's Geass, you know?
Yeah. It is just, you know, like, the main guy in the biggest seat of power literally could have prevented so much stuff.
Well, it's a question of Suzaku. Suzaku could have put his faith in Schneizel and Schneizel's ability to defeat the Black Knights and to defeat Lelouch. Like, if he told Schneizel who Lelouch was, gave confirmation, gave all the information... They could have stopped this whole battle stopped the assault if that's what he wanted, because he's been fighting on Schneizel's side this whole time. Mm-hmm. Schneizel seems like a pretty capable and trustworthy person. He cares about his siblings and everything, and he's working to gain the upper hand on Lelouch.
Mm-hmm. But then the other thing is that Suzaku got sort of entrusted by the Emperor to not tell anyone, and that he was kind of assured, like, oh yeah, Lelouch won't remember anything. Because I have used my powers on him and this and that. So, yeah, and like he said, like, previously when he was talking to Colin, it's like, yeah, it seemed that was the case for a long time, and it was just his own kind of intuition.
Being that you're one of the Knights of the Round, you won't be subjected to disciplinary action. However, you'll have to answer to the sins of your own heart.
What should I do?
Be realistic. The world won't become a kinder place only for you.
Do I have to pilot it? The Lancelot armed with the Flea device? Will I have to use it? On Lelouch?
What did you think of the episode?
It was a good episode. Lelouch, yeah.
Lelouch is betrayed. He feels betrayed.
I know, and I love how Suzaku literally didn't do that, but immediately he's just like, Suzaku, I cannot believe that you, my one and only friend, has done this to me. I kind of feel bad for Suzaku there, because he was really trying to sort some stuff out and really get to the bottom of it once and for all, and then he just got betrayed from his own betrayal of not telling the people.
How did he get betrayed?
Like, I guess he didn't really get betrayed. He just got found out that he was essentially betraying.
He's not betraying. You just use a different word. It's not everything's a betrayal. Lelouch feels betrayed, but nobody was actually betrayed by anybody. It's just they were that was just them saying, like, what Canon was trying to say there was, like, Suzaku is being half-assed about all this. He's talked a lot about conviction, about justice all this time, but he's unwilling to sell out his friend. He's still kept Lelouch's secret to the end. Mm-hmm. And even though he knew that he got confirmation and had suspicion for the longest time, we've known for like 10 episodes, or Suzaku has known for like 10 episodes, ever since that call, or before that call on the rooftop, that Lelouch had woken up. And he didn't have proof, but he could have aired his suspicions and his knowledge that Lelouch was Zero before. Yeah. Because it was just the OSI, Suzaku, and the Emperor who knew. It was all compartmentalized in that. Schneizel didn't actually know. Schneizel had his suspicions. He had been thinking of it since the beginning, because he's obviously really smart, and he kept an eye on what was on what happened to nunnally and Lelouch when they were little. He knew that they met up with the Kurorugis probably when they were exiled to Japan, and then they just kind of went silent. And then what do you know? Suzaku Kurugi has a weird relationship with Zero, and Zero is like a super smart, calculated commander with like an otherworldly presence, and he is out of Japan. What are the chances of that? That someone of his level of strategy, this very familiar, very seeming strategy. Schneizel probably had his suspicions from the very beginning and was operating off of those suspicions, but Suzaku not telling Schneizel is evidence of his half-heartedness and his, despite everything that's happened with Yuffie, despite everything, and his determination to like uphold her dream and uphold peace and everything, he didn't tell the one guy, Schneizel, who seems to be like a really good guy. He wants to employ a nuke, which isn't the best thing, but he cares about nunnally. So if you care, if like the whole thing is like Lelouch is saying, protect nunnally, Suzaku's like, I would always protect nunnally. Schneizel is protecting nunnally. So like Schneizel is checking all the boxes that Suzaku needs in order for peace to be achieved. Schneizel doesn't want the subjugation of Japanese people. Schneizel's wanted everything. He's biased towards his own regime and Britannia and everything, but he's researching Geass because he thinks it's an evil thing, supposedly. And, a lot of him is kind of mysterious, but from what we can see, he's a good horse to bet on. And Suzaku, who is supposedly, like, going towards the same thing, did not tell him. Yeah. So what Canon is saying is, the sins of your own heart, what do you want from this? If you really want peace, you've been acting towards peace of the Japanese people, you've wanted to save everybody, you've wanted to save nunnally, and you are still trying to protect Lelouch and not be open about and lying. Like this, the whole thing about the story is everybody's lying. That's what the Emperor was saying, and as we see it, that's what Lelouch was saying earlier as well, or what C2 was saying about Lelouch when they were in C's world. Lelouch wants people to see his true self, but he hides behind a mask. So he revealed himself to Suzaku, and Suzaku revealed himself to him. Problem is, the world got in the way, and now Lelouch is all that stuff about like, oh, follow your heart, that's why we're fighting. The princess shouldn't marry whoever. She should marry who she wants, because what we're fighting for is the heart. Being Japanese lies in your heart. It's a feeling. That's where you identify. Loving the people that you love, and knowing your true self, and not lying, and showing yourself to each other. He tried to do that, and he's been growing towards this, and your friends can always help you out. Everything has been going towards that. And then he finally, for once, after this whole, all of R2 has been him accepting his own heart and accepting his true self and trying to open up, and he finally did it, and it was rewarded with, in his eyes, betrayal and deceit, and Schneizel humiliating him and looking at him and being like, I knew it was you the whole time, you fucking little bastard. Why didn't you just have me killed? And then he like smiles at him, or whatever he said. And Schneizel took that moment to revel in his misfortune. So all of that stuff, as much as he had been warming up to the idea of being honest and being true, all of that fucking went away in an instant. And now he's crying and saying like, now, the hatred and the bitterness is just swelling within him as he goes to the Tokyo settlement. He's just like, yes, I need to stay perfectly in this frame of mind if I'm going to win. Yeah. It's like, I don't trust your state of mind at the current moment that you're like crying and like looking like an absolutely crazy person. Well, he's just given up on sanity. He's given up on reason. He's given up on love. He is going full. He only loves nunnally. That's his mission. Everything else is expendable. Everything else is a piece on a board, just like it's a game, like it always was. And that's the mindset that he's going in. So that's what Canon means when he's talking to Suzaku. He's not just scolding him for no reason. He's saying all of this could have been prevented if you had been honest and if you'd been forthright, which is exactly kind of the message of this whole arc, or this, at least this half of the show, if not the whole show in general. Honesty and being forthright and not hiding behind lies, not hiding behind the mask of Zero, but fighting for yourself and fighting for your own truth. And Suzaku didn't do that because he's very conflicted. He's kind of half-assed, which is why a lot of people actually don't like Suzaku. A lot of people don't like Suzaku because he's just so flip-floppy on everything. Do they tend to like him more in the first half than in the second half? People don't like Suzaku the whole time because he's kind of like people like people in the show say he's kind of like an Uncle Tom. He's like a Japanese person fighting for the government of his oppressors. So people initially don't like him for that, and then he like flip-flops back and forth between like being with Yuffie and then just wanting to kill Lelouch and then fight. It just goes back and forth and back and forth. And this is just another one of those things where he's going through another crisis of conscience. And who knows how will he take Canon's word? He seems to be actually listening because he knows that while he would have trusted, while he and Lelouch might have had that situation, they might have been able to do something together. Now that, they had him captured, if he had been honest, Lelouch could have been captured, Schneizel could have taken control, it would have been all over. And, there wouldn't be a war going on. Like, Japan is about to be ripped apart in a conflict. This could have happened before everyone all rallied together. This could have happened before the U.F.N. charter. Yeah, this could have happened before Nina perfected her little nuke over there. Yeah. That can kill, like, millions of people at once. I think that is an interesting thing with Suzaku because he kind of says that he wants one thing but doesn't fully commit to it.
because it conflicts with his personal.
He's very conflicted.
Things, but which is kind of
He's a soldier fighting for peace. It's an oxymoron.
Mm-hmm.
His entire existence is an oxymoron.
And it's kind of similar to like Lelouch. I think we were talking about in the discussion how Lelouch, when we were versing like the sides of like, okay, there's Suzaku who's fighting for, his people and to like make a better life for everyone, and then there's Lelouch who like he's doing that as Zero, but he himself doesn't actually believe in that. He just wants a better world for his one sister. So it's kind of, they're not like fully on the same page there, because Lelouch is fighting for the freedom of Japan, but really
for the wrong reasons.
He doesn't actually care about the freedom of Japan as its own thing.
Whereas Suzaku is fighting the wrong way for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Is the difference. Lelouch is fighting the right way, the effective way, for the wrong reasons, but Suzaku's doing the opposite. He has the right state of mind. He's oriented in the right way. His mind is about the peace of the people and about peace in general. He genuinely wants that, but his actions conflict with that because he's doing it through Britannia.
Mm-hmm.
So
then he's thinking, am I gonna have to kill everyone? Like they've rigged up my suit with this massive bomb.
Yeah.
And what am I gonna do about that? Because I can't just say no necessarily, but
I mean, he cannot use it.
He has
the discretion to use it. But yeah, he has to make the decision to fire it at the end of the day. They could order him to do it and he could say no. That's the thing. He has the choice of a person. He's not some fucking robot. He believes, that's the thing with Suzaku, is he believes in systems. He believes in rules. He likes to follow rules. He's very disciplined in that way. That's why he was like a martial artist when he was a kid. I'm not sure if he fully chose that, but he identifies it with still to this day. He trains in the gi in the stuff that he trained with Toto when he was little. He's very regimented. He's a soldier. He's all that. So he has difficulty choosing for himself, and this is a challenge that he's being presented with. Based on his own willpower, does he have the will to use it and not to use it? Like if the situation presents itself and he has to pull the trigger in order to save things, despite the damage that it could be caused, would he be able to use it? What about Lelouch? If Lelouch had the Flea, would he use it? Yeah, he definitely would. But because Lelouch is willing to do what it takes to achieve his goal with the side effects of having peace for everybody. And that's the dichotomy that this series is kind of about, and that's what Suzaku's facing in this moment. Because he could be ordered to do whatever, but it's his choice to do it. And in the past he's offloaded that onto the responsibility of the commanding class, or onto the leaders, or onto the emperor, or onto Lelouch. As far as like what the Black Knights are doing, it's all Lelouch's fault. Well, it's not all Lelouch's fault. People are fighting for their freedom, so it's not as simple as that. Suzaku would like things to be very simple, which is also why people don't like Suzaku, because he's
unrealistic.
Yeah, he's an idealist at the end of the day. And that's again the oxymoron. He's an idealist who he fights for peace. He's an idealist, but he's a soldier as well. He's fighting for a dictatorship, a tyrannical regime with a tyrannical emperor, but he wants peace. Like it's everything about him is in conflict, and this is the critical time. And during the decisive battle, he has the decisive weapon that could end this whole conflict.
Yeah,
and he is really struggling to do it after he also just is conflicted about the decision he just made about turning Lelouch in, or about maybe he should have turned Lelouch in.
Either he should have turned
anyway.
Lelouch in, or he shouldn't have asked to meet Lelouch for his own Lelouch. If he didn't want Lelouch to get caught, he could have not met with him, and then Lelouch wouldn't have got caught, and it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah. So that is, I feel I'm glad you asked about that, because there's a lot more going on here, and if you weren't like picking up on that, it's actually really important to know, because that's like this is like the crux of the whole shit. Everything, and also Rollo is going in to save Nunnally.
I wonder
what's gonna happen there.
Lelouch is thinking to get Rollo to take on that job for some reason.
Because he's an effective assassin.
I guess an effective assassin against Nunnally.
Yeah. He's a little distracted with other things. You like Guilford?
It will be absolutely crazy if Lelouch like wins and then Rolo had just killed nunnally the whole time, like for hours at that point, and he was like, oh no, she's safe, she's with me, and she just literally wasn't. That would be like just the.
Guilford, what are you doing?
Japan is free. They actually do it, and like so everyone else is happy, but nonnally's dead.
But at least Guilford's not gonna happen. What's happening with Guilford is not going to be what happened with Jeremiah as well. Were you just talking about Orange Boy? Actually,
I was literally not talking about him at all.
About Guilford or about Orange Boy?
I wasn't talking about either of them.
Oh, what were you talking about? Sorry, I blanked out for a second.
I was talking about
what I was gonna say.
I was thinking about. I was talking about.
Sorry.
Rolo.
Oh, okay.
Killing
we talked about that and then we moved past it, so I thought
I was still talking about it.
Okay.
I didn't.
What is there to say? He's gonna kill nunnally.
I was just saying that would be a crazy ending of if Lelouch actually succeeded in freeing Japan. So to everyone else they won, and then to him he lost, and he brought about this whole revolution for selfish purposes, succeeded in like the unselfish fake part of it all, and then was rewarded with absolutely nothing because he had committed so many atrocities to get there, essentially.
Yeah, that would be pretty fucked up.
And sorry, what were you gonna say about Orange Boy?
I was talking about Rolo, or I was talking about Guilford. Guilford, what happened to Orange Boy probably won't happen to Guilford as well, because Schneizel knows about Geass. They didn't know about Geass before. He tried. Orange Boy tried to talk about Geass. Tried to talk about like that he was.
This guy like looked at me and then I didn't know what I was doing.
I don't have any memory of this. I don't know what happened to me. I don't know what came over me. I can't take responsibility for my actions because I didn't actually do that. I would never do that. But now Schneizel knows about that.
Exactly. Yeah. There's a lot of.
What will happen to Guilford? Will Guilford even survive this if he's already Geassed?
Yeah. What's gonna happen? How is he gonna go with this? Even if people do understand at this point, you can't get rid of the Geass. The only person that can get rid of it is Orange Boy, and he's not gonna get rid of it because it serves his ultimate master Lelouch.
Yeah.
That was a really cool reveal though. That he thinks, Cornelia, get out! How dare you arrest
Princess
her?
Cornelia.
That was crazy. that was a really good reveal. Actually, that was really good. And Valletta is captured and being held hostage so that Ogi continues to fight.
With the Black Knights.
Yeah. I feel kind of sad for Ogi because he like it's exactly what Dietrich was saying. It's like he's just such an average, such a normal guy that you kind of feel bad for him. Like everyone, like Lelouch and like everyone is like making all these crazy plans, and he's just a normal guy who's just trying to fight for his country and the people that he cares about, and he's not even allowed to have like any personal discrepancies or anything with Valletta, and with all that they're just like, oh, we'll kill her or we'll capture her, and then you'll just have to keep doing what we want you to do, and you know, keep everyone together and on our side.
Yeah.
Anything
else you want to say?
I think that's pretty much it.
Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.